The internet went into full meltdown mode this weekend as BTS's Kim Seokjin, known worldwide simply as Jin, delivered one of the most visually and emotionally stunning moments of his solo tour during the Dallas stop of the #RunSeokjin_Screepy tour. While fans were already expecting a night to remember, no one anticipated a moment so powerful it would spark global headlines and even elicit a heartfelt, shocked, and hilarious reaction from late-night host Jimmy Fallon. The segment aired on Monday night during The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where Jimmy dramatically opened with, "Wait, did Jin just turn Dallas into outer space?" Clips of Jin's performance of his hit solo song, Moon, had gone viral in the hours prior. The audience at the sold-out American Airlines Center became a literal galaxy as fans, known as ARMY, orchestrated a breathtaking synchronized light project. Thousands of ARMY bomb light sticks lit up in white, silver, and soft orange tones, transforming the arena into a dazzling, glowing orbit that surrounded Jin like a moon surrounded by stars. Jimmy, visibly stunned as he watched the clip live on air, stood up from his chair and exclaimed, "Somebody give this man the galaxy already. This isn't a concert, this is NASA-level emotion." In typical Fallon fashion, he broke down the moment frame by frame with exaggerated commentary, pausing on Jin's expression as he saw the full galaxy effect in real time. "Look at his face. He's shocked, he's emotional, he's trying to keep it cool, and then boom, tears. I felt that. I cried with him, and I was in my living room wearing socks and eating chips." Social media lit up following the segment. The hashtags #JinGalaxyMoment, #MoonInDallas, and #FallonLovesJin trended within minutes as fans reacted to the crossover of late-night American TV and a K-pop moment that many now consider historic. Jimmy concluded the segment with a personal message to Jin. "If you're watching this, Jin, please come to The Tonight Show and recreate this moment. We'll turn the studio into space. I'll be a star. I'll wear glitter. I'll do anything." That was beautiful. The Dallas performance is already being called one of the most emotional moments of Jin's solo career. Many fans, both in the arena and online, reported crying during the performance. Some described it as a healing moment. Others called it the most unforgettable ARMY fan project ever. Jin himself acknowledged the moment during his post-show, Weverse Live. "I didn't know you were planning that. It was like a dream. I saw stars everywhere. I'll never forget it. Thank you, Dallas ARMY." With 5 more stops left on his tour, fans in other cities are now wondering if they can top Dallas's iconic moment, and if Jimmy Fallon might just follow him along the way. Following the explosive viral moment during BTS Jin's Dallas concert, where the audience transformed into a breathtaking galaxy mid-performance, Jimmy Fallon's obsession with the Jin phenomenon didn't end with just one segment. On the very next night's episode of The Tonight Show, Jimmy opened with another monologue laced with admiration and playful envy. "Okay, I'm still not over Jin's concert in Dallas." The man sang one song and turned an entire arena into a cosmic event. "Meanwhile, when I sing in my shower, my dog leaves the room." He doubled down by showing fan-filmed footage of Jin visibly tearing up on stage as he gazed at the swirling lights from the ARMY bombs. Jimmy zoomed into Jin's glistening eyes and joked, "This is the face of a man who just met 20,000 stars, and not the Hollywood kind." What caught even more attention was Jimmy Fallon's announcement of a Jin tribute segment, teasing that his production team is currently working on a recreation of the Galaxy moment inside the Tonight Show studio. Fallon quipped that they're installing mini-moons, LED stars, fog machines, and one confused astronaut. Fan response was immediate and overwhelming. ARMY flooded the Tonight Show's official X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube comments, begging for Jin to appear as a guest. Multiple clips of Jimmy's reaction began trending under the tags #JimmyHeartsJin and #TonightShowMoonProject, with fans suggesting that Jin be honored with his own special episode or musical tribute on the show. Adding fuel to the fire, several Korean news outlets translated and broadcast Fallon's monologue, with segments airing on KBS, SBS, and even Arirang TV, introducing Jin's Dallas moment and Jimmy's reaction. To millions across Asia, in response, HYB quietly posted a short clip of Jin backstage after the Dallas concert, where he watched Jimmy Fallon's reaction on a phone screen and laughed softly, saying in Korean, "Fallon Hyung, you really saw me cry like that?" The warmth between Fallon and Jin isn't new. They've shared past Tonight Show moments with the entire BTS group, including games, performances, and emotional interviews. But this time, the connection feels more personal, more heartfelt, and perhaps even iconic. American fans are now speculating whether Fallon is planning a full-on Jin week on the show, reminiscent of BTS Week from 2020. With Jin's solo tour generating more headlines and emotional viral moments than many mainstream US artists this summer, there's a growing belief that Fallon might be gearing up to make Jin a permanent fixture in his show's upcoming episodes. Whether it's humor, sincerity, or starstruck awe, Jimmy Fallon has become one of Jin's most vocal fans in the US entertainment space. And ARMY is loving every second of it, as speculation mounts over the possibility of a full Jin week on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Insiders close to the show have hinted that producers are actively negotiating with HYB to secure Jin's appearance, not just for an interview, but also for a live performance and a never-before-seen interactive segment. One producer, speaking on condition of anonymity, said, "Jimmy hasn't been this excited since BTS first came on the show. He feels like Jin's solo tour is redefining what a K-pop solo act can do in America, and he wants to celebrate that properly." Meanwhile, ARMY's influence is being felt loud and clear. Fans have launched a campaign called #InviteJin to Fallon, with tens of thousands signing online petitions, tagging NBC, and even purchasing ad space in Times Square, urging the network to bring Jin back to the studio. TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, are now flooded with fan edits of Jin and Fallon's past interactions, often captioned with hopeful messages like, "Manifesting this duo again and give the world what it wants." In a surprising turn, NBC's official YouTube channel released a short teaser titled Fallon's Galaxy Project, featuring Jimmy standing under a dome of stars while holding a light stick that suspiciously resembles the ARMY bomb. The video ends with a single, cryptic line on screen. "A guest of interstellar proportions is coming soon." The teaser has already amassed millions of views, and fans are decoding every detail for hidden clues about Jin's potential appearance. One popular theory claims the background music subtly plays an instrumental version of The Astronaut, Jin's solo single written with Coldplay, a track that became a global fan favorite for its celestial theme and emotional resonance. Korean media outlets are now covering the American late-night buzz in full force. Dispatch, The Korea Herald, and Naver Entertainment have all run stories with headlines like "Fallon leads American media in Jin obsession" and "Will Jin be the first K-pop soloist to get a full week on NBC?" Even respected critics are weighing in. Variety's Jessica Kong praised Jimmy Fallon's handling of the moment, writing, "Fallon's mix of humor and sincerity strikes the perfect tone. He isn't just chasing trends, he's genuinely moved." Jin's emotional connection with the audience in Dallas isn't just a K-pop thing, it's a human moment, and Jimmy gets that. Amid all the excitement, HYB remains tight-lipped. In a brief statement to Korean press, a spokesperson said, "We appreciate the interest and support from international media. Jin is focused on his tour at the moment. Any further plans will be announced officially." Still, that hasn't stopped the speculation or the momentum. Jin's Dallas concert continues to trend worldwide, not only for its emotional highs, but for how it's opened the door to a deeper connection between BTS's eldest member and American entertainment media. In the end, what began as a single emotional performance has snowballed into a full-fledged cultural moment. Jimmy Fallon's reaction captured it first: surprise, admiration, and awe, but it's the global response that has elevated this into something more. Jin's solo era is no longer just a personal journey. It's becoming a shared experience, transcending language and borders, with Fallon acting as the American media's most enthusiastic ambassador. And if the stars continue to align, the next time Jin steps into the Tonight Show studio, he may very well walk into a set transformed by galaxies. One built not just by lights and cameras, but by love, anticipation, and a million glowing ARMY bombs.